Question 24. The sternoclavicular, acromioclavicular and shoulder joint. Firstly, we have the sternoclavicular joint, which is a plain compound synovial joint. The movements is a limited gliding movement. You have articular surfaces on the clavicular notch on sternum and the sternal end of clavicle. The articular capsule is attached to the end margins of the articular surfaces, and there is an articular disc that separates the synovial cavity, articular cavity. You have an anterior sternoclavicular ligament, interclavicular ligament, and costoclavicular ligament. Next you have acromioclavicular ligament. This one. It is also a plain synovial joint. The movement is gliding and rotation of scapula on the clavicle. Here you have the clavicle and the acromion of scapula. You have articular surfaces, the facet on acromion and facet on acromial end of clavicle. You have an articular capsule that surrounds the joint. And you have a coracoclavicular ligament. This one, which maintains the clavicle and acromion in juxtaposition. This coracoclavicular ligament is made up of trapezoid ligament and conoid ligament. Lastly, we have the shoulder joint, which is a ball and socket synovial joint. The movements are flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, and rotation or circumduction. The articular surfaces is the glenoid cavity on scapula plus the labrum glenoidale. This orange is glenoid labrum, as you can see here. This would be glenoid fossa. And then the other is the articular surface of head, or humerus. The articular capsule is attached to the edges of glenoid cavity and anatomical neck of humerus. Here's the joint capsule. This red is tendon of biceps brachii, and this is contained within the articular capsule. The capsule is thickened by ligaments. You have inferior, middle and superior glenohumeral ligaments. You have coracohumeral ligament and coracoacromial ligament, which are accessory. This is coracoacromial ligament. The coracohumeral and coracoacromial ligament are accessory ligaments. Coracoacromial, coracohumeral. and the shoulder is protected by the scapula.